Welcome to Spelling Bee Ninja, where we explore amazing stories in the world of knowledge. Today, we're taking a fascinating look at Johannes Gutenberg and his revolutionary invention, the movable type printing press. Join us on this journey where we'll uncover not just the mechanics of this remarkable innovation, but also how it forever changed the landscape of education, science, and society. If you're eager to explore more exciting educational content like this, be sure to subscribe. Let's dive in. Johannes Gutenberg, born around 1400 in Germany, is often hailed as one of history's most impactful inventors. Before he arrived on the scene, books were painstakingly copied by hand, usually by monks in monasteries. This laborious process could take years. A single Bible, for example, might consume the entire lifetime of a scribe. This meant that literature was incredibly scarce and prohibitively expensive, often costing as much as a house or a farm. Gutenberg's groundbreaking invention of the movable type printing press transformed this entire scenario. By combining movable metal type, a modified wine press, and an oil-based ink, Gutenberg created a system that allowed for the quick and mass production of books, fundamentally changing how knowledge was shared. One of his prominent works, the Gutenberg Bible, printed around 1455, became a symbol of this transformation. Today, only about 49 copies of this historic book remain, and each one is valued in the millions, showcasing the immense cultural and financial impact of his work. The printing press represented a turning point known as the Printing Revolution, which occurred in the 50 years following its creation. During this time, it's estimated that more books were printed than in the entire millennium prior. This surge not only made reading materials accessible to more people but also played a crucial role in nurturing literacy and learning throughout Europe. Gutenberg's technology rested upon three major advancements: movable metal type, oil-based ink, and a press model inspired by the wine and olive presses of his day. Each piece of metal type featured a single letter or character, which could be arranged and rearranged as needed. This method was not only faster but also much cheaper compared to the previous wooden block printing technique, which was labor-intensive and less adaptable. Speaking of his ink, Gutenberg utilized a mixture of lampblack, often called soot, mixed with linseed oil, which adapted beautifully to metal types and resulted in sharp, durable prints, a recipe that remained widely used even centuries later. Turning our attention back to the Gutenberg Bible, known as the 42-line Bible due to its distinct layout, each page was meticulously crafted to feature 42 lines of text, presented in 2 columns. The Bible was elaborately designed and often had decorations added by hand after printing. Gutenberg printed around 180 copies, many on paper and some on more expensive vellum, a type of parchment made from animal skin. This level of detail not only affirmed Gutenberg's talent as a craftsman but also appealed to a public accustomed to beautifully handwritten manuscripts. However, Gutenberg's road to success wasn't without significant challenges. He invested years into developing his technology, leading him to borrow money from a wealthy merchant named Johann Fust. Unfortunately, when Gutenberg was unable to repay, Fust seized his workshop and continued printing without him, leaving Gutenberg largely unrecognized during his lifetime. He passed away in poverty but was later honored with monuments across Germany, his achievement recognized as one of the most crucial milestones in human history. In fact, in 1999, a German television station declared Gutenberg the most influential person of the millennium. One of the most profound effects of the printing press was its role in the dissemination of new ideas. For the first time, knowledge could be rapidly reproduced and circulated widely. This dramatically broadened the audiences for scientists, philosophers, and writers, facilitating the exchange of thoughts that were vital for movements like the Scientific Revolution and the Protestant Reformation. A notable example includes Martin Luther's famous 95 Theses, which criticized the Catholic Church and spread across Germany almost overnight, something unimaginable without the printing press, marking the advent of an information age where ideas could travel and evolve faster than ever before. Beyond merely delivering ideas, the printing press helped standardize languages. Prior to its invention, spelling and grammar varied greatly, with each scribe having their unique style. Printing necessitated uniformity, leading to the consistent appearance of texts. This resulted in the standardization of national languages, which is evident when we compare the English of Shakespeare in the late 1500s to that of Chaucer in the late 1300s. The discrepancies can partly be attributed to how printing helped stabilize language. Interestingly, many spellings were frozen in time through printing. For instance, the silent K in night was originally pronounced but was preserved in print even after pronunciation evolved. The rise of literacy was another significant outcome of Gutenberg's printing press. As books ventured into the realm of affordability, the thirst for knowledge grew. Literacy rates in Europe, hovering below 10% before Gutenberg, saw steep rises. By the year 1600, some regions boasted literacy rates as high as 30 to 40%. This shift fostered a reading public, paving the way for the emergence of newspapers, pamphlets, and broadsides. People began actively discussing politics, religion, and science, creating a richer public discourse that resonated throughout society. Fascinatingly, the first printed newspaper appeared in 1605, not until almost a century and a half after Gutenberg's Bible. And just like that, communities became interconnected as shared knowledge flourished. Gutenberg's printing press also had lasting repercussions in the field of science and education. Scientists could create and share accurate diagrams, illustrations, and detailed accounts of their work, helping to refine knowledge all across Europe. A prime example is Andreas Vesalius, who utilized printing to release detailed anatomical drawings in his seminal work, De Humani Corporis Fabrica. This provided medical students their first glimpse of accurate human anatomy. Another groundbreaking figure, Nicholas Copernicus, leveraged the printing press to distribute his transformative work on the revolutions of the heavenly spheres, which outlined the heliocentric model of our solar system. The ability to print and share discoveries accelerated scientific progress, allowing thinkers to collaborate and build upon each other's findings with unprecedented speed. Finally, the legacy of Johannes Gutenberg lives on in our daily lives. The printing press is iconic, marking one of the most essential inventions of the second millennium. It laid the groundwork for our modern society, as it ushered in education, literacy, democracy, and the open flow of information. Without Gutenberg and his innovative spirit, there would be no newspapers, no mass market books, and perhaps no internet in its current form. The internet represents a culmination of Gutenberg's dream for endless access to knowledge. As we reflect on this incredible journey, we're reminded that just one idea, even amidst struggles and setbacks, can change the world in profound ways. Today, we've explored the incredible story of Johannes Gutenberg and how his invention of the movable type printing press revolutionized the accessibility of knowledge. We learned about the challenges he faced, the intricacies of his technology, and how this innovation sparked an information age, spurred literacy, standardized languages, and transformed education and science. The legacy of Gutenberg is all around us, reminding us of the power of ideas and the remarkable impact that one person can have on the world. Thank you for joining us today on Spelling Bee Ninja. As we continue to uncover the fascinating stories behind inventions and innovations, we hope you feel inspired to learn more about history and science. If you enjoyed today's episode, please subscribe for more engaging educational content. Until next time, keep exploring the wonders of knowledge and stay curious.